And the man to watch, the Irish record holder, must certainly be this man, Stephen O'Sullivan. Tommy Campbell keeping an eye on affairs as O'Sullivan starts off, followed by Eddie Kelly, lying third overall. Second man overall starting the stage, Ken Tobin, a noted time trialist. But the man with the yellow jersey, and following all of these riders on the road, therefore knowing all the time checks, Michael Fitzgerald of the Westgate team. Michael Toomey giving him the countdown as he starts his effort. Eddie Kelly, not a noted time trialist, but this man, 16-year-old Ken Tobin from Bray, certainly is one of those time trialists. A beautiful stylist with his beautiful low-profile machine. But behind him, Michael Fitzgerald, using the disc wheel, is chasing time on Tobin. Knowing that Tobin is his nearest challenger, Eddie Kelly coming across the line, but losing 36 seconds to Tobin. Tobin riding very, very well and actually cutting his advantage on Fitzgerald by 24 seconds. The lead now is just 22 seconds going into the next stage. Phil O'Brien leading the riders out on stage 8, Roscommon to Mullingar, 51 miles. And this year's Credit Union Junior Tour of Ireland for the first time on the international calendar. But these riders are not worried about the international calendar, they're just worried about the Irish weather. And unfortunately, rain again returns. But they're not put off, they still ride, and their average speed again up in the late 20s. A group of 8 riders got away at this point of the race, but all the main contenders were watching each other. Ken Tobin, Michael Fitzgerald, Eddie Kelly. Lead never extending to any more than 1 minute. And on the approach road in towards Mullingar, these riders riding very, very smoothly together. Martin Russell, West Yorkshire, followed by Morgan Fox of the Eastern Region team. Fox very, very prominent on this year's tour. But behind, Michael Fitzgerald, Ken Tobin and Eddie Kelly all watching each other. These riders have now broken away from the remains of the bunch, but up front we have 2 riders, Morgan Fox and David Micklethwaite of the West Yorkshire team. Again, that team very, very prominent to the front. These 2 riders broke clear from the remains of the break on the outskirts of Mullingar. But Fox overshooting this corner. A faller getting back up on his bike, but he knows now that he has lost the stage to this man, David Micklethwaite. The remains of the group chasing close behind, closing very, very fast on them. Michael Robb, Assistant Chief Commissar, keeping a watchful eye on proceedings as yet another rider goes into trouble. Owen Dunn of the Sidona Carriqueelers slipping on the very, very slippery surface, but he gets back up and eventually he'll finish ahead of the main bunch. But no doubt about the winner, David Micklethwaite, out sprinting the German Jan Raps with Fox third. Michael Fitzgerald, again, no difficulty for him on this stage, checking around to see his rivals, holding onto his yellow jersey once more. Frank Gibson checking the result, but there's no doubt about who's wearing the yellow jersey on this year's tour.
On Sunday, when I came second, I knew I was after reaching form, you know, and that's what I wanted all year. And on Monday's stage then, I was lucky to be in the break and got the jersey. And hopefully the speed will be high tomorrow, you know, and keep things together. And I think the criterium should suit me, you know. We'll just see how it goes and hope for the best.
Well, Michael's obviously an exceptional talent. You've seen the way he's performed all week. He's a very level-headed individual. I don't actually know him all that well, to be honest. I'm not totally involved with the juniors on a regular basis, but from what I'm seeing, I've been very impressed with him. He's been looked after well by the guys in his club, and he's had a lot of support, so he seems to be heading in the right direction. The standard's very high. I've been impressed with the standard this week. We've got a good crop of juniors. We maybe don't have an awful lot of them. We've got a lot of riders in this race. Some need to do more work than others to obviously progress more. But the enthusiasm's there. There's great spirit. There's there's great enthusiasm amongst everybody in the sport. And we've been proving it over the last 3 or 4 years that with the right direction, we can, there is potential in the country to produce good cyclists.
Je pense tout d'abord que l'Irlande a une grande chance d'avoir
Mr. Madeleine, Monsieur Madeleine, he said that in his opinion, he thinks that the Junior Tour of Ireland, which is on the international calendar for the first time, is of great importance. It's important for the development of the young cyclists in Ireland, and the fact that it's on the international calendar and that the appointment of a French commissaire, he thinks, can only do the race good. Joe McCormick has done sterling work. He has taken this race from practically nothing 14 years ago, and here it is, one of the premier events now in Europe. The organisation of the race has been first class. I don't think that I have ever seen better policing anywhere in the world.
And a review there of some of the highlights of this year's Credit Union Junior Tour of Ireland. But back to the action. And the final stage, 1 hour plus 5 laps of a very tight, fast, slippery circuit around Mullingar town. Fitzgerald again at the head of affairs, keeping an eye on all his rivals, knowing that he has just one stage to go before he dons the winner's jersey. But trouble again for the Irish team. Joe Healy falling on what is to be a disastrous day for the Irish team. But Micah Fitzgerald staying at the head of the bunch, avoiding any problems that he might have on today's stage. But at the front, 3 riders managed to get away, and David Micklethwaite of the West Yorkshire team follows up his previous day's win with another win. Closely followed by Micah Fitzgerald, just seconds behind, and confirming that he is the winner of the 1992 Junior Tour of Ireland. And Mullingar certainly knows how to turn on the style. A magnificent crowd gathered for the final stage and the presentation of the overall honours. For the crowd, their applause for the winners on the podium. Micah Fitzgerald dons the winner's yellow jersey from Tony Cullinan, the treasurer of the Irish League of Credit Unions. Ken Tobin, the leading young rider. Colin Corbett, the mountains winner. But Michael Fitzgerald, the winner of the 1992 Credit Union Junior Tour of Ireland.
The Credit Union Junior Tour of Ireland took place last week, and this an international race for junior riders under 18 years of age, and some ladies in there as well. 145 riders, a very, very international field. This race has been won in the past by Paul McCormack, Martin Early, now a professional, and the riders set off on stage 1 in Burr, County Offaly. These junior riders, all under 18 years of age, all looking to follow in the footsteps of Kelly and Roach. But what they lack in experience, they certainly don't lack in aggression, because one of the features of this race is a very, very aggressive riding throughout the whole week. So this first stage, a 3-lap 48-mile stage around Burr. The group got away, including Michael Creeding, rider number 2 there, leading the breakaway through. Janek Emel, one of the Russian riders, one of the Russian visitors in the race. Eamon Byrne, one of the Irish team. And these riders were to stay clear to the finish. One of the Russian riders there, sponsored by Madden's Milk, the Russian team in this race. Chief Commissaire there, Mick Toomey, coming up and having a word with the riders. To the finish in Burr, and this group splintered it out, and it's Michael Creedon on the left of the screen there, just holding out in front of Armel, and Eamon Byrne in 3rd place. Michael Creedon, 2nd overall in last year's junior tour, now goes to take the yellow jersey at the end of stage 1. Michael Fitzgerald of Clonmel there leading in the bunch. So there's Michael Creedon taking the first yellow jersey of this Credit Union Junior Tour. The riders prepare for stage 2 now from Burr to Kilkenny, getting the legs sorted out and the legs massaged before the start. Only 2 riders dropped out of stage 1, so we have 148 riders still in the race. Very, very colourful affairs. These riders head across to Kilkenny. Soon after, a breakaway group goes clear, 10 or 12 riders in it. Included in that break is Janek Armel of Estonia, very strong Russian rider who was to figure very prominently throughout the whole week. Also there from the Ulster Cycling Federation team, Thomas Evans, and Declan McGuinness of the Irish team. Bunch now chasing hard, and Creedon trying to defend his yellow jersey, trying to hold on to his yellow jersey and trying to keep this breakaway group from getting too far ahead. Race director there, Joe McCormack, very happy with the way things are turning out. And here at the finish in Kilkenny, it's Declan McGuinness leading out the group, taking a very well-deserved win from Janek Armel, 2nd again, and Thomas Evans in 3rd place. So a new race leader, a new yellow jersey, will be Janek Armel of the Estonia team. Stage 3 took the riders from Kilkenny to Carrick-on-Suir. And this young 16-year-old Estonian was defending his yellow jersey in fine style, staying at the front of the bunch throughout.